the U.S. President Donald Trump announced on Friday that the U.S. will impose 100% tariff on import from China over and above any tariff that they are currently paying. These tariffs would be effective from November 1 or even sooner. In addition, the U.S. administration will impose export controls on any and all critical software from American firms. The U.S. president said the measures were a direct response to China's new restrictions on rare earth elements, which he called especially inappropriate. In a Truth Social post, he mentioned, "It has just been learned that China has taken an extraordinarily aggressive position on trade in sending an extremely hostile letter to the world stating that they were going to effective November 1 impose large-scale export controls on virtually every product they make and some not even made by them. This affects all countries without exception, and was obviously a plan devised by them years ago. It is absolutely unheard of in international trade and a moral disgrace in dealing with other nations, based on the fact that China has taken this unprecedented position and speaking only for the U.S. and not other nations who were similarly threatened. Starting November 1, the U.S. will impose a tariff of 100% on China over and above any tariff that they are currently paying. It is impossible to believe that China would have taken such an action, but they have, and the rest is history. The U.S. and China have previously engaged in a tariff-driven trade war with rates reaching 145% on U.S. imports and 125% on Chinese imports. Negotiations later lower the rates to 30% and 10%, respectively, but tensions remain, particularly over rare earths and advanced chips. True condemned China's latest trade move, calling it extraordinarily aggressive and a moral disgrace in dealing with other nations. Trump's announcement comes hours after China reportedly imposed new controls on exports of their earth mines, which are crucial for high-tech industries globally. China even set a condition on India that any rare earth minerals India imports from China will not be exported to the United States. Trump had previously threatened to respond with a massive increase in tariffs on Chinese imports in retaliation for Beijing's latest trade restrictions. They hit the world with something that really is not anything that people are going to do. And it was shocking. I can tell you. Howard and I and Todd, we all. Scott, we're all speaking about it before, and we said, where did that come from? It was just that was out of the blue, right out of the blue. They came whole import-export concept and nobody knew anything about it. True emphasized that the U.S. hosts strong monopoly position in key elements stronger than China's. He stated that there is no way that China should be allowed to hold the world captive, but that seems to have been their plan for quite some time. This development is likely to have more effects on the world already dealing with political and socio-economic instability. The escalation will likely have an impact on the prices of many key items, will escalate the supply chain issues, and might also push the prices of gold further ahead. With no side ready to blink, the world is set for another economic confrontation between two largest economies.